Any 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a door, man. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman.
I don't like that.
I just go crazy, man. Go hard, can't face, man.
I got Denver, Niners, Bills. Save your breath, bro. We got the Ravens. Ooh, no, jerseys. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in that. I'm on your turf again. From the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. Yeah, there you go. Oh, shoot. I guess some guy had a heart attack in the game tonight. Yep. My dad said they had the paddles out and everything.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no... I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that... Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I...
So who does Madison play next week, or do they know yet?
I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a... Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty. I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's sad. I have no idea who the running back is. Alex.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? You know, he eat up the double team, he eat up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Flushed out right. He uncorks it for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Bye-bye, Joe Flacco. She's ever seen was nasty.
Richmond.
After the interception, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game,
Apparently Watson can make that throw.
They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Watson.
Oh, pick it.
An interception here on their opening
Flashback
drive.
from last game.
But instead, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll
Seriously,
take the
how do I not have a return middle on my friggin' playbook?
But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Baltimore's offense coming back out here. And the Ravens, they lost last week at Carolina. Let's talk about their defense, though, because it had been allowing fewer than 14.5 points per game. But the Panthers sort of changed things up. They put up a season-high 36 on Baltimore.
Well, you're able to tamp down the pass rush with a running game. And that's what hurt Baltimore, because when they get people behind the chains, as they like to say, in obvious passing situations, they unleash people at them, and it works very effectively. Weren't able to do that in Carolina, so now they've got some big games coming up. Got to rebound. And unfortunately for them, they've got 2 home games coming up that'll be big, right? They go against the Steelers. Then
when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
Come on, man.
And he's going to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your right. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him. Getting it down to the secondary, they have a tough time getting him down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. with Miller. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I feel like that play doesn't work very often anymore.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And they're a
remember this point. This one's recorded. I'll post this video.
Unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Set. 319. 319. Gone, 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 gone.
Here we go on 4th down
Pick.
with Jackson.
Ooh, no, I got it.
Retrieve for the completion. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out.
Covers down the field.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away.
Oh, good D.
Touchdown incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep down
Pick.
the field.
Oh, no, don't get back there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, that's Allen. And Allen
You dirty motherfucker.
And the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Going deep for Hopkins.
Holy shit, what a throw.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Well deserved, man. Wow.
67 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Blocking a long time.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in.
Buck Allen, the 40, the 30, 10, and touchdown. Buck Allen, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full
Was that
game,
Allen or
good luck
Montgomery?
trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Possession of the ball going back over to Houston, and this is a Texans team that, remember, they started 0-3, but they've won 5 in a row. They look so good dismantling Miami last Thursday. So, I mean, what's the ceiling for this team at this point?
Playoffs. It's got to be playoffs because they've got a chance to get back to where they were before, which is AFC South champs. They're getting their defense back. J.J. Watt back to being his dominant self. Deshaun Watson getting better and better each and every week. We're watching this team grow, and in a division that's struggling, they can emerge and be that team. And when you have a guy like Watson in the playoffs and Watt rushing the passer with Jadeveon Clowney, you've got a team that can be dangerous.
For a second, I thought I was in the booth with Jim Moore there. For a second.
Big Jim.
Come back, come back.
On second down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got
Come on, man.
It's Griffin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Target.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. In that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas.
Dude, why did you reach?
takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go on 4th. Watson, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And he finds Montgomery complete. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Nothing there.
Suggs. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. This is caught inside the 15.
And he got out of bounds for
39 that time.
Son of a bitch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come back.
Watson on 1st down.
Come on, Todd.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
No, they gave it to him.
They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw is Watson. Underneath for Miller. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, They still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Watson from the gun. He'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On third down, that's Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive.
He dropped it. No, he got it.
Caught by Snead over the middle. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, and they'll try to
Come on, man, make a block.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Ravens on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Come back, come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good.
I have no idea. That must be the new norm, because they say every time I can get a field goal.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 55 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I don't remember what the other one was, 240 or 2.
You know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Jackson on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson to Allen on the dump off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he's got Snead. He's still barreling through. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Nope.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nah, he moved.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gone! 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 Hot!
They'll run with Allen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, shit.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Oh, come on, man. Why are you
Contact
jumping?
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Look, your guy moved too, but I think
5
he
yards
might
as the
have it a
defense
little bit.
jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Come back! Come back!
Now Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Richmond! Richmond! Come back! Come back! Tiger! 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 Richmond! Richmond!
Now it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Jordan's. Oh, you dumb dog. Get my food.
First and 10.
All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Got it complete to Crabtree. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. The 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think of.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking deep for Crabtree. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He will not be able to bring it back. My goodness.
Yeah, man, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.